Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here. I want to share with you guys some insight that I've been taking in for about 15 years, and I want to start with a quote. In the era where anything is possible, AI has become my ultimate collaborator. My name is Michael McLeod. I have been in the industry for 16 years, and I've been working in modeling, photography, acting, art direction, editing, music, you name it. I tried to do anything, and I actually was accomplishing many goals within each sector. AI became a pivotal tool in a creative journey for me. From my background in modeling, I modeled with GQ. I was one of the first black male models to work in Shanghai. I modeled with Gap, Ralph Lauren. I've been in Cosmo. I also did photography for Paper Magazine. I used to shoot a lot of models from like Red Models, DNA. I also became a model scout. So my development and my experience in the industry is by far very, very extensive. And it's been a pleasure to be able to talk about these things in front of people. I believe that we should be embracing AI as an ally, not as something to replace us. I'm a self-taught in everything. The limits come all the time, guys. You have to understand that when you're self-taught or you're doing anything, limits are always going to cause you issues. It's going to cause you to not know what to do. So even though I do my own photography, I do my own music production, I do my own acting, I do my own production and directing on my videos, doesn't mean that I know how to do every aspect of editing with videos or also with photos. It was very hard for me at times to shoot my own photos, to produce my own music, to a point where I was taking my own videos of myself from my music videos. But because of AI, I now have creative freedom and I have no limits. For example, changing the backgrounds of scenes, doing 3D renders, having dynamic camera movements in the photos, that's all because of AI. The challenges in life are very, very, very always going to come. We must always present ourselves ready for challenges and take them. Failed attempts are awesome to me. I love failing because when I fail, I'm gonna work harder to make things happen. And also with these apps, it costs a lot of money. So you think that maybe you can't create as much because you don't have the money or the skills to do anything. No consistency and not having creatives to work with. It's been a very, very hard thing for us, and we're working on making this happen by being our own creators and our own people that we can do everything for ourselves. The breakthroughs are like AI sponsorships. Thank you, Hailuo, for finally giving me a way to create with endless amounts of time to spend and not worrying about financial stresses. Successfully being able to duplicate myself in ways I can always be in my music videos without having low budget camera shots of myself, and even create hybrid versions of myself. It's actually kind of funny. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, and one thing about Michael Jackson is that he was someone that could be like a robot, then he could become a giant, and then he can be like a magical fairy, and no one cared about it because it's Michael Jackson. As a young black kid, having someone in the industry of color take steps outside the boundaries has always wanted me to do that with everything that I do in my life, especially when it comes to creating. I was very depressed for a long time. I had no help. I had times where I had producers. I had times where I had stylists. I had times where I had videographers. But then things will happen when we can't work together anymore. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to be stuck, not working? No. I'm going to find out how to do it. And AI has become something that helped me shape my form in music and entertainment in a way I never, ever thought it can happen. I think the best thing for me to do is to show you guys the evolution of my art and also my music, because a lot of people can talk about how they work in the industry, but doesn't mean that their work is actually good. You have to show and prove, you gotta back it up. So for me doing this speech and talking today, I wanted to make sure I can show you guys through my journey from the beginning of using AI to where I'm at right now, which is about 2 years. As you can see in this picture, it's not really bad, but it doesn't have any reference to it. It's me using this for my music branding. I thought, having this world with bunnies was fun, but it had nothing that connected to my music. So in the beginning with my AI, it really made no sense. I guess sometimes it was a hit and miss, but it got to a point where I started finding direction, I started finding vision, and everything connected together in the right ways. With here, I would take pictures of myself. I had only Photoshop beta in the beginning with AI. I had no idea about Hailuo, Pika, Runway, so I was doing all of my Photoshop on Photoshop beta. Then you see the cartoon characters, they're actual cartoon characters from Mario. That's so bad. Like, that's stealing, that's not doing anything creative. So I wasn't really at that point where I can create my own cartoons or create my own world and put myself in that vision. But I always had this magical idea of taking real life and mixing it with AI, blurring the lines of reality and also artificial. On this picture, you can see that my photography is getting a little bit better with the AI, but still, it's not really what I wanted. But I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty happy with this, especially the fact that I made this on Photoshop. Here's when you start seeing me getting more into the architecture design and also adding people within those, not simulations, that's the theme of this, this event actually, but adding people within these structures. I think that when you can take depths of field, learn different things like bird's eye view, or know how to change a camera lens, you can find ways to really give your photos a nice different feeling than the normal or being too flat. Here's where it gets really fun. I love fashion. I grew up traveling and working with so many amazing producers and so many amazing directors. I was on set with Michael Bay for acting. I've been on set with some of the best photographers and stylists that work with Rihanna, Beyonce for big productions. So I'm always inspired to bring that within my AI photography. I'm also really big in Afrofuturism. I feel like with AI, like what you guys are doing with these videos and for this contest, have intentions. Have a reason for why you are wanting to put yourself in that area. I think the best thing that I'm learning when it comes to marketing and putting brands and images and videos together, make it for a very small audience that is not looking to change what they think, but you're only gonna give them more of what they're ready for. And for me, mixing sensuality with also having the essence of having people of color, but shot in a way that could be on Fifth Element or a sci-fi film, is showing people of color in a new way and using that through AI. You can see in this picture, I made this picture happen this year, and this is where I finally start getting a signature with my photos. If I go back to this photo, I feel they both have a similar energy, which is very important when it comes to branding yourself as a videographer or a photographer or a stylist. You want to have a similar feel through all of your imagery and through all of your videos. And for that, one thing that I've been doing this year is adding blue to not just my music pictures, but also my photography. So every time you see blue, you think Black Butterfly. It's like McDonald's having purple in their logo. I don't think people want McDonald's if it was purple. The yellow is like a symbol. It's like magic. When you see yellow, you actually think of McDonald's without even trying to being hungry, and you actually might find yourself ordering McDonald's. It's a very cool thing what you can do with colors and shapes to mix in your photography, but in positive ways. Another picture here is from this year. You can see that my skills have finally gotten to a point where I'm not all over the place, but everything's more consistent. That's only because I spend hours on hours working on these photos, and then I will get mad, take a break, come back to it, and then once I find the right prompts, save that. Save your prompts. Don't share your prompts. Sharing your prompts is like giving your sauce away. You don't want to let people have every idea of what you're doing because people will take it and run with it. So if you have prompts that you love, save them in a folder and tweak them every time, and you start finding styles that you really like. In this picture, another thing with Afrofuturism, I think of Black Panther. I would love to see a superhero like this. She still is beautiful, but it's also kind of weird, but it's also kind of cool. That's my style. A mixture of sensuality, weirdness, coolness, all into one. I think that's what makes it magical. And with AI, use it to do things outside the box. That's the whole point, I feel, for us to have this. When I see this shot, I think of like D squared. I wanted to kind of attract brands to see if they might want me to do not just photography or editing for them. So AI has also opened up doors for me to show my creative direction from all the experience that I have in the industry. For some work experience on me, I have creative directed a magazine that had Alicia Keys collaborate with it, also Nina Sky. They're a New York duo, legends out here, have a song called Move Your Body. I was able to do that in the past, so using those type of experiences allows me to actually give my AI work more depths of field. So use AI as a creative ally. Use it to elevate, not replace. If you already have skills in photography and graphic editing, don't think it's gonna replace your job. You actually will be at the forefront over people that don't do photography because you already know the lighting, you know the camera movements, you know the angles that put in your photos. I want you guys to synthesize with unique styles and techniques using AI as an elevation, not a replacement. Now, this is a picture of me. It's really been amazing going through AI, finally getting duplicate replications of myself where it's not even a real photo. But because I train different LoRa's, I'm able to make myself look like it's really shot with different expressions, which is something that I feel is very funny because a lot of people think that AI is fake and it gives no emotion. But I found ways to take photos of myself using AI, and now it has emotion, it has expression, it has different poses. Here's another shot of me where my hair is moving, my eyes looking different, and also the costume. I'm really big in my music branding. Missy Elliott is a huge inspiration for me. So having her as someone I can look up to when it comes to creative direction and costume design, AI has made my creative direction go from 0 to 100. I feel like we should use AI as an enabler, not a replacement. Here's another photo of me, different style. It's also showing the creative direction in my styling and how I look, the colors, the expression, and the face is consistent. You can do all of this with AI. I think that it's a tool that should amplify, create, and also give you guys more capabilities. Voice modulation. In one of the videos that I'm showing later today, I literally have wrapped my lyrics on Logic Pro, transferred that into tools like Kits AI, and I'm able to change the gender, I'm able to change the texture. I can even change how much AI is mixed with my real voice, which allows me to have different vocals to add to not just my songs, but my short movies, any ads, anything you want to do. Like gender separating vocals, you could take beats out, you can replace things. There's so many different things you can do now with AI. I want you guys to know about FYI because FYI has allowed me to focus my ideas, which that's what it means. It's an app by will.i.am. They help you save, organize all your content. You can turn dialogue into film treatments, and you can do team projects. So literally, you can have a team of 20 people, and they can be working with you guys. And instead of everybody going through different chats on the computer or on the phone, they're literally just going in one chat. And the AI compartmentalizes everything, so you can just scroll up and find everything that you need. It has been a game changer. I had a New York trip where I needed a budget, and I literally told FYI in a voice model, can I have a budget where I don't spend over $600? I need time for 3 expensive nights for dinners, maybe a night where I need to take my friends out for drinks, also a night where I don't want to have too much expensive dinners. She literally told me exactly what I need to do, how to budget it, and she gave me extra spending money. And she says it in a different voice. It's different having AI when you use ChatGPT because we're so used to having people just text everything, but sometimes we're so lazy. So having an AI where you can put your voice into it is really awesome. Ron, Neil, if anyone's looking at this right now, please save this email. If you want to get what FII, it's only invite only, and Ron gave me permission to promote it. So if you guys contact Ron in that email, all you say in the email is that I really would like to be part of the next session. He'll get you guys in there. I'm just taking a quick water break out. My voice is dry. All right, now a glimpse into my AI-driven projects. This is gonna be a bit ghetto because my videos are way too big, so I couldn't actually put them on the slide. I had to do it separate, so mind me real quick. But before I get into it, like with laces, I spoke earlier how Hailuo has allowed me to make digital replications of myself. I'm a big weirdo, so I made myself like a hybrid monster. I also have these tennis balls rapping my lyrics. It's something that is so fun, and if you take time to really play around with it, you have so much different things that you can do. So here's Laces, guys. Hope you guys like it. This video comes out on April 23rd, so you guys are the first to see this. So that was Laces. To me, I was so proud that I was able to make something like that because with AI, it has been, oh my goodness. I can't exit this out. Somebody help me out. Oh, what the? I might need some help over here. On the which computer? Okay, this one's okay. All right, thank you. Yeah, my bad about that. All right, so here's back to with the green screen now. A lot of my music videos have green screen shots in it where I put myself in my AI locations. I think when you're using AI, you want to be able to get to a place where you try to take steps outside the box. So putting yourself in the videos is cool, but also adding yourself in with the 3D elements gives it different depths of feel. So I'm gonna show you guys how simple a thing is me being on a green screen that I filmed myself. There's nobody with me. Right here. All right, very simple, right? So then my friend Rita and I made a short movie that I'll be showing you guys next. And in that short movie, there's a music video where she made animated pills dancing with me because it's the theme of the song. And we put that part of me in the video. We even composited shadows. So if you guys work with Premiere Pro, you can do compositing where you can have the realistic shadows on the ground so it looks like you're not just like a paper. That was something fun that we did with AI just to show that it's not always about just using digital models. You can push yourself in there. Take chances, be different. Don't try to make it feel like it only could be one way. Have fun with it. For this project, Men Don't Need Plan B, I'm an LGBT artist, and it's very important for me to promote being gay is okay, but not where it's always in your face. So I try to find very, very crazy, fun, interesting ways to promote it. So this film is based on the fact that as a gay man, we don't need the Plan B pill. So it's a world where the men get transported to this world where the pills and the men are friends and they're they're surfing, they're at the club, they're talking, they're hanging out. And but the whole point is that we don't need Plan B. We just need love, acceptance, and pride. So I try to fill in positivity with also humor, and then also being a music artist. And I feel that you want to always not be the first, but you want to take steps outside the box. I found myself making my own video, doing my own narration, making the music, putting myself in it, and also AIing myself. I felt like that was so cool, innovative, and different, and I want you guys to feel that you should try new things that maybe you're not used to. You should try to take steps outside the box, and don't feel worried or scared to mess up, because AI is there to, remind you that it can do things that you don't even expect.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, what if this really is just a game? It's a game.
What if there was a world where everything was
Yes, look at the PDF. So yeah, guys, that was a 7-month project, and it was really fun to do because I learned so much about camera direction, angles, prompting, and I hope this can inspire you guys to want to do it for yourself. You can stop it here because we already showed the laces. Yeah, you can stop it. Yeah, you can stop it. Thank you for helping because I would have been all over the place. Does anybody have any feedbacks or questions before I continue? You said I can check the questions on here?
There is no questions?
No,
Oh.
okay. Anybody in here have any questions or? Okay, everybody's focused on this project. All right, thank you so much. Let me scroll back up here. So that was Men Don't Need Plan B. It's on YouTube under Black Butterfly, my name, exactly written like this. Path to exploration. Explore AI fiercely. Don't hold back your ideas. Hailuo creative partnership was something that I never thought about. I was speaking with someone the other day, and she mentioned how it's so expensive to be with these AI apps, but I found out about creative partnerships, which allows you to have free access, and if not free access, you get a certain amount of credits per month, and that's the only reason why I'm able to create. I'm literally signed to 7 different AI apps, so my creation is like honestly endless and inspires me, and it's the reason I'm giving this guest speaking. It gives me acknowledgement. So AI is more than just a tool to create. It can open up way more doors than you think you can have right now. The future is now. I feel like today's challenges are tomorrow's masterpieces. Study, research, trials and errors, have a vision, have a purpose, have a motive, have a goal, and tag that all together with what you do with your creations. Embrace AI as a creative toolkit. A personal reflection, many told me that I wasn't good enough, but I ended up playing university basketball. They said I wouldn't model, I modeled with GQ. They said I want to be an actor, with Michael Bay. They said I couldn't do AI. I'm signed to 7 different AI companies. So I made myself become the producer, become the director, become the editor, become the et cetera, et cetera. And I really, really hope that can leave you guys with some integrity and some inspiration, especially going on these projects that you're doing. And take time to just have fun with it. Don't be so critical. And I really appreciate this time in Hailuo. Thank you. Yeah, I can do a Q&A, but who do I talk to? Is it, where's it right here?
Yeah.
So just ask? Yeah, is there any Q&As you guys want to have, or yeah, anything you guys want to ask me with, certain prompting, any advice I can give, please let me know. Only host panels can see. No volume on video. I think we're good. Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the case, then the workshop is done.
Yeah.
Would you want to say goodbye? Or?
I mean, I think we're good.
Okay.
What's your favorite? Oh, there's a question. What's my favorite? Subject reference. I love subject reference. It's what allows me not just to get consistent photos of myself, but also other people. And also it helped me to make myself like a hybrid monster. If you want to take your face and turn it into something totally different, you can do that. I even have a video coming out where I made myself a black Goku. And I didn't copy Goku's face. I translated it to mine, and I just prompted similar clothing that Goku would wear. How do you keep your environment consistent? Oof, by having creative partnerships. It's really, really hard to do any of this without having, like, honestly, 50,000 credits, because you run out them very, very quick. So my best advice is to get yourself out there, connect with apps, email them, DM them, get on those creative partnerships, because you need them for the credits. If you don't have a lot of credits, it's gonna be very hard to get consistency. Have you used AI generated music or vocals? If not, how do you feel about that? Yeah, actually what you guys heard, so since I'm a music artist, I'm not trying to do AI generated music and just leave it like that. What I do is I will sing into, I would sing my voice, right? And then there's apps like Kits. And Kits is very, very cool. You can take your actual voice, so I'll do my song on Logic Pro, I'll export my vocals, I'll then put it into Kits, and then you can change it to where it can be a different gender. It can be like someone from the UK, it could be a UK rapper, it could be a 70s singer, and you also have the ability to mimic how much of the AI is in with your actual voice. And then I take that, I chop that, and add that behind my own vocals. So I think it's really, really good. AI and music is also very cool for splitting. So if I have a song where I want to split the bass from the drums and the vocals, you can now take those out. Also with Sono, a trick that I can do is you do whatever the song in Sono is, then you split the vocals from that, and you can take that and move that to anything else. What's your go-to stack with MJ Hulu 11 Labs? Out of all the things that I'm using, Hailuo is my go-to, not just because I'm a speaker here, but literally when I was looking at all my work before coming here, I noticed that Hailuo has a lot of different resources. And then I do all my music production in Logic. What's filmmaking? How I get a water? You're asking a lot of questions. What filmmaking is going to be in 2027? Honestly, I think what's it going to be like in 2026? It's already crazy. Like literally every day there's new technology coming out, and it's kind of overwhelming, but also very exciting. So think about 2027. I can only think about the end of this year. Have you sampled other artists' vocals and performed? Nah, cause I'm a music artist at heart. I can sing, I can rap, I can write. So I sample my own vocals. I have a song called "Still Got No Deal," where in the beginning it sounds like this female sultry singer. It was me. I literally sent the song in that kind of style, but I changed it to a female. So now with AI, I'm able to make my own samples, which I can legally own, and I have to go through all that unnecessary drama. Does anyone know how the makers of Hailuo pronounce it? I pronounce my name wrong too, so I'm probably like the worst one pronouncing Hailuo. Hailuo. I'm sorry. Any more questions before I sign off of here? I'll give you guys like 30 more seconds to write something. That was great. Love your work. Aw, big ups. Thank you, Robert. How did you train your character? So it's different with Hailuo. The quote unquote training your character is just rendering a lot. So what I'll do is I'll take certain photos of myself and then I'll test on which photo does Hailuo get like the most consistent of me, and then I'll always use that photo. So I guess in a way that's training. Alex said, "Hey Alex, what's up, bro? Thank you for being here." So yeah, I think that the biggest goal is find ways to get more credits, because then when you're doing all these renders, it's going to really help you to not stress out that you can't, have more to work with. It would be great to see us making personalized films for weddings, birthdays with AI. I mean, yeah, if you got all the photos of each person in the wedding, I mean, that'll be a lot of work, but it's definitely doable. Great job. We love your work. Oh, thanks, Dad. I was like, Whitney. Yeah, I appreciate that. Any advice to get consistency over different clips? I think I was talking to someone earlier. Whatever clip that you had the best consistency with, just take that prompt and revamp it and keep revamping it. Can you ask Hailuo for multi-reference? I don't even know what that is. What's multi-reference? You know what that is? You know multi-reference? I never heard of that. It sounds crazy though, because the subject reference is like, yeah. Oh, multi. Okay, yeah, that'd be actually a game changer. All right, guys, I have to catch a 4 o'clock train, and then I have to meet some people before I leave. So I'm gonna sign off, but thank you so much for being here. Sorry, it's a bit kind of off. I had issues changing the screen, but thank you guys, and take care. And also, thank you, NYU, for this opportunity. Bye. Thank you. Were you that person that had the camera that Chris was asking about?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.